Welcome to the Kingdom. I'm Chris, and this is Good Enough Gaming. Howdy folks, welcome back to the Kingdom. This week we have a game of Regiments. Tom is here, and he's never played Regiments before. But he's played some other, you guys have seen him play some Grimdark Future, but he's here to play Regiments. So, what's happened here is we have a nice, simple pitched battle. We have the Mummified Undead are taking on the High Elves, and they're going to be meeting in this open plain here with a few little ponds and mountains just to create some variety. But for the most part, we're going to keep it fairly basic. So, 3,000 points. We're doing a nice big game because once you start adding banners, musicians, and stuff like that, your units can get pretty expensive. We put together 2,000 point lists and they were pretty sparse. And rank and flank games just don't feel right if they're sparse. So we're going 3,000 points. We'll see how it works. We're going to try out a couple of the custom rules. I'll go over that, the advanced rules, we'll go over that when we talk about the mission and the objectives. But for now, let's get to the army, the mission, the the parameters of the game, and all that good stuff.
All right, so here we've got a unit of 10 skeleton horsemen with spears. There's a banner and a musician in this unit here, and they've scouted forward.
Scouted, yeah. His stuff's already well across the board. Is that behind it in the distance there? Is that a similar unit, just smaller size?
It is another skeleton horseman unit, but this one here actually has bows instead of spears.
Okay, so the bigger unit's melee, the smaller one is range.
Correct. Here we've got a unit, it's more skeleton warriors. They're not on horses this time, and they've got a bunch of spears. They're going to give them counter. And they're actually being led by a high priest. So it's a royal champion there. He's got his level 3 casting.
You're actually going to outcast High Elves.
That's crazy.
It is crazy, but you are going to outcast High Elves. I went more melee heroes. I went Tyrion instead of Teclis.
And then to the right of them, we've got ourselves a Sphinx champion who is going to be flying around, chopping things up, stinging things with a tail.
We'll see. I think that's a beautiful model. It's on my to-get list. Now tell me about this guy in the back.
So we've got here a death casket. He's just going to be sitting here for the most of the part. He does have a -2 to his movement stuff when he does go to move around. I don't know if he will.
Did you give him the blast? Because he has one attack that's horde
He's
killer.
going to be releasing spirits.
Okay.
So he'll be 24 inches and just blasting spirits out across the battlefield.
Makes sense. And then quickly up front, in front of him, is another unit of the bowmen, just identical to the other one?
Bowmen, horses. They'll also have a musician and a banner.
Now, of course, the centerpiece.
Yes, so this is going to be our royal champion. He is riding around on his skeletal beast, the dragon full of bones. It's going to be exciting to see him just tear and rip through things. And then hidden behind him, which you might not be able to see, is there is a skeleton leader back there who's got the Stone Shaper ability, so he can heal 3 toughness to that bone dragon, or the Sphinx as we move through.
Okay, so your mechanic is falling behind gluing bones as they fall off.
Yep.
And then I'm guessing rinse and repeat?
Similar, so it's another unit of the 20 skeleton warriors, same with the spears. However, they're going to be being led by a royal champion with the Herald ability, which will be giving them Furious.
Okay. So they're deadly whether they charge or get charged.
Yes.
Interesting. And then you have 2 more units of the archers. One over here.
Oh, that one's going to be spears.
Over here. Oh, this one's spears.
Spears there, and then archers there.
And then archers there. And then
in the dirt, still waiting to come up, is going to be some of our snake riders.
Okay, so those have ambush. They'll be coming on in turn 2. So that is the host of the dead. Let's go take a look at what the High Elves brought. So Tom, when did we schedule this? A month ago?
About a month ago.
About a month ago, neither of us had started building our army. I don't know about you, I hadn't. Everything was in boxes.
The one big bone dragon was the only thing that was done.
Yeah, so we're like, hey, let's play a game. It'll give us a chance to build our regiments. So everything you see on this table was built and painted within the space of about 4 weeks for each of us. So this is, in many cases, we didn't bring this army because it was necessarily the best. It's because it's all that we have. But moving on here. So first off, I've got a standard war chariot, him with the spear. So he's more of a, when he gets in melee, you can give him a bow, but I think instead I decided we go with the spear. Next to him is my first of 2 artillery. While I don't have a lot of magic in my High Elf army, at least not yet, I did bring lots and lots of shooting. So I'm hoping to whittle down the skeletons before they can get too close. Then next to the artillery is my first of 3 units of archers. No command, it's just I had to put in all the models that I had, so that banner's not actually there. I did put in a sergeant though because I need any improvement on rolling I can get. Then next to the archers up front is a unit of the Sea Guard, I believe they're called. Coast Guard. That's the Coast Guard. So they have both spears, shields, and bows. So they're good at both range and melee. Behind them is a unit of the Phoenix Warriors that hopefully will be kind of the counterpunch. The spearmen will take the brunt of the attacks, and then the Phoenix Guard will come in with the coup de grace. And then next to them is my big blob of just rank and flank spearmen, 20 of them there. They do have a sergeant, but nothing else, as you can see. Their job is just to kind of hold the position. They got the spear, so they will have counter as well. So that's interesting. Both of us are going to be waiting for the other guy to charge.
Yeah.
We'll see how that works. Then my centerpiece is my High Noble on a dragon. I gave him a heavy great weapon, so 3 attacks at AP 3, and then the dragon itself has stomp and heavy claws. He also has his breath attack, and he has regeneration, and he has high prowess. So just him. I didn't join him to anybody, but he's actually going to be a quality 2 when he's in combat, so he's really good there.
Ooh.
Yep. And he causes fear and all that good stuff, but I'm hoping to eventually build another one and have it be a caster. Then, moving on here, we have another group of the Coast Guard, and this time they're going to be paving the way for a unit of Lion Warriors behind them. Flanking them, we have a second unit of the Archers. Then next to the Archers, 2 10-man units of Sword Masters, or Weapon Masters. Now the Weapon Masters, I did give each of them Sergeant, Musician, and Banner, because I'm hoping they're going to do a lot of work, but I wanted to make them a little faster and stick around a bit in case they take some damage in shooting. Holding the far flank is my second artillery piece, another unit of archers, and then my Lion Chariot. And hopefully that Lion Chariot and the other chariot can kind of bookend Tom and fold his guys into the middle where the ranged attacks then can pick him off at distance. So that 3,000 points of High Elves. Let's take a look at the mission and we'll be ready to get started. Here is deployment. Let's talk a little bit about the mission here and forge the narrative a bit more. So as you saw at the beginning of the video, the map is a little bit different. It's your typical standard deployment along the long edges of the board, but the Undead have 18 inches to deploy, whereas the High Elves only have 6. So we're thinking, all right, what makes that happen? How do the Undead get to the battlefield faster? And then Tom pointed out, well, they didn't get anywhere. They were already here. The High Elves invaded, and then the Undead just kind of rose up from where they were. So that's why they got a bigger deployment zone. So we are doing the progressive scoring mission Pitched Battle. So we rolled up. There are 5 total objectives. The first one, we have the empty wagon over here. Then we have the pile of stones next to the larger pile of stones. In the middle, we have our floating runestone. Then on the left flank, we have the skeleton pointing the way over there. And then the last objective is the treasure chest. And because Tom brought so many scouting units, he almost already holds everything. So the High Elves are starting on the back foot, both in terms of deployment and in terms of objectives. So it's going to be a bit of an uphill battle. But we'll see how it goes. I have lots and lots of arrows. Hopefully that will work. Tom won the roll-off, so he will be doing the first activation. And the only other thing that we're adding to the rules to kind of spice things up, try out some of the advanced rules, is we're going to try out, what was it called? Delayed action, something like that, where if one side has fewer units, they can choose to try and delay. So on a turn 1, it's if you roll a 5+, turn 2, it's a 4+, but it means that your opponent, if they have more units, may have to activate multiple times in a row to give you a chance to kind of let them go first and then you counter. Because I have been in games where the army that has fewer models does all of its movement, and then your opponent basically gets to go with half their army. So we're going to test out that advanced rule and see how it works. I have 15 units at the start. Tom had 12? 12. So not a huge advantage, but still a significant one. So moving on to first activation. So first activation. Tom moved up and...
Yep, both moved up 6 inches, and they're going to open fire. We're going to aim for this chariot here right in front of us.
See what you can do.
So they are quality 5. So we got 1 attack a pop for 5 bows. They do have cursed ammo.
So yeah, you never suffer a penalty.
Yep, and I ignore cover.
And you ignore cover.
Not that there's...
Yeah, the chariots don't do cover.
So 5 attacks on 5s.
2.
2?
Any AP?
No AP.
All right, chariots have a 3-up defense. I got them both.
All right, those
so
are the
we're
shot.
okay.
We'll let you know we're here.
Well, you know what? I mean, while we're here, I'll just do my first activation, and by thunder, we're gonna
charge on in.
We're going right for the throat from the get-go. So War Chariot has 4 impact hits. So on 2s, so there's 4 AP nothing.
4 AP nothing. Defense here is a 5.
Oh!
All right, I saved them all. Oh, this is our land.
Oh, jeez. These dice for sale. Wow. Wow. Okay, well, the crew has 2 attacks. Now, this is Lance. They have Lance, so I am actually hitting you on a 3 because I charged. So both hit, and it's AP1 because I charged.
AP1, so 6s.
Do that again.
I wish, right?
All right, 2 of them.
Too
and then
fast.
the horses are going to kick you with their hooves. These, however, are only hitting on 4s, no AP. 1.
All right, 1, no AP, so 5 up. That's off.
It was a 6.
But it is a 6.
So all of that, and I only killed 2 of them. That's kind of disappointing.
Go down.
But now you can hit me back.
Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. I'm not going to be doing anything else with them for the rest. 1 attack a pop, hitting on 5s.
2.
2
Yeah.
successful hits.
See, when you use the dice that match the army,
Right.
for you at least, good things happen. No AP, saving on a 3. And 1 wound goes through. Okay, so I won the combat because you did 1 damage, I did 2. So you will need to take a morale test, good sir.
A banner for a +1 of this, so 4s instead of 5s.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Undead.
So Undead.
Automatically pass the
You
morale
already passed
test, but we're going to be rolling a die for each remaining model, and on a 4
1,
up.
2, 3.
Yeah, 1, 2,
Bad
3.
things happen. 4 ups, good things.
I failed 2.
So,
all that's going to remain is the sergeant.
okay.
But that works for me. I still have the objective.
You still have the objective, yeah, and I got to move back because I did not kill you. Already blood has been spilled. Well, I mean,
Bone.
not really.
I got some blood off you.
Oh, I see. Fine. All right, second verse, same as the first.
Rinse and repeat. So yeah, those bowmen move up, and we're going to go ahead and shoot at this dragon here. So it's going to be 5 attacks. I'm going to do the 1 sergeant correctly this time.
Yeah.
So the first 4 on 5s. We've got
Ooh,
1.
Okay, saving on a 3. Oh.
Yeah, you roll that 1. Take that. Take more blood. And then the sergeant's on a 4. He will fail on a 2.
He will fail. Okay, so since my high elves, I didn't bring magic, but I brought lots of shooting. So let's put that to work. We're going to have this unit of archers here shoot across the pond and try and strip away those spearmen or spear archer cavalry that are holding that objective. So 2 rows of guys, so 10 attacks, hitting on 4s, and then sergeant. Oh, he misses 2. So a total of 4. Watch him do it again, folks.
Do they have any cover from that, or is it just impassable?
No, I'll give you cover, because over half the unit is obscured from where I'm looking.
So that's a +1 to my defense roll, so I'll be on force.
And he almost does it again, folks.
Failed 1.
So Tom shimmied over his spearman here. He's still holding the objective, but he's putting himself in a good line to charge forward and probably take out my artillery. So I'm going to have the artillery here shoot way down range. It's got it just 2 inches within, and I'm going to see if I can put some wounds on his hero riding the bone dragon. So let's see what we get there. 6 attacks, hitting on 4s. Okay.
That's pretty good.
That's not bad. 4, these are AP1.
4 AP1, so I'll be saving on 5s. Definitely no cover on this one. Save 1.
Okay. 3 wounds, I'll take it.
3
because...
wounds, but I believe, let me double check in that.
Oh, did you give him regen? Oh, and I forgot to try regen. My dragon has regen.
Oh, do your regen roll real quick.
Lord of gentlemen.
You're
oh,
good.
and he even gets it.
This one does not have regen, it's just the Sphinx. So we are good.
Now, that guy who you have behind, that's on his activation, he can heal.
Yeah, I'm just going to remove that 3 damage when he activates.
I don't like that.
It's fine.
Because we're also, folks, we're using the brutal rule about damage. So anything toughness 6 or over, every 3 wounds you suffer some kind of penalty, and the first penalty is movement. So until that dragon gets healed, it's -2 to its movement. So Tom has moved up his massive block of skeleton spearmen because they don't have any range, so he's got to get in melee quick. I'm going to respond by having my unit of Coast Guard here. They are going to move up. They're full 6. That is if I can actually get them. Whoop. And because they also have bows, we're going to pepper you and see if we can strip off some of those wounds. Hitting you on 4s. The sergeant, however, will roll him separately. So 4s, and then the sergeant on a 3.
5 saves, no AP, so they're on 5s. I'll save 1.
Right. That's pretty good. I'll take that. All right, Tom is positioning stuff. He moved up the casket, and he asked a very good question. Like, how does one move a big pile of bones without taking so long? But there they are. And then, in response, swinging over here. I'm going to have that second unit of archers try and pepper the unit of cavalry there to see if we can strip off a few wounds, because I don't want to get charged by a unit of 10 cavalry. That's just a bad idea. Once again, 10. Hitting you on 4s, sergeant on a 3. Here's the regulars. Here's the sergeant.
Okay, so 5 up on the defense. Save another 1, so 4 more go down.
Okay.
I believe our horsemen don't have a toughness characteristic.
No, and they need them.
Just T2.
T2. That's it. Make cavalry toughness 2, or make cavalry extra defense. Okay, this is why I shot at them. Tom's decided what he wants to do is charge up his skeleton cavalry there and try and kill my chariot before I can do anything with it.
It's because you shot me.
It's because I shot you? Oh,
yeah.
I see. I brought this on myself.
So we're just going to...
And it's always better to charge a chariot than get charged by it.
Now these have lance.
Oh, that's even worse. So it has protected.
Okay.
So they negate your first AP.
All right.
And toughness 6, defense 3. Do you have impact?
Yes, I do.
All right, so
impact 1. I believe 2 ups, correct?
Yeah, 2 ups. That's
all
a
but
full
1
house. Or 5?
Yep, just 5. I had 1.
So there's no AP anyways. So I am saving on 3s. Oh, 2 wounds on him already.
Hitting on 4s because of lance, which is only going to be 1.
1, huh? But that's not your sergeant.
Sergeant will be on a 3. He does
not.
not.
So 1 at AP 1, but protected negates. So 3 plus, and I make it. So
nice.
Okay.
Did
Now,
not kill him.
do I want to hit you back, or I'd be missing out 2 impact hits? Because if I have fearless, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to not attack back, which means I lose combat. Don't fail this, guys. Come on. So here's a 4. No, that's a 3. And if I don't roll a 4 here, shaken. My gamble has
Skeleton horsemen are scary.
failed. All right, so we back you up 1 inch. Because I was hoping to pass that, and then I charge you and get my 2 piddly impact attacks. All right, so
every little bit of damage is going to hurt.
Yep, but now I get to use their whole turn just to recover. That's unfortunate. Continuing on with my strategy of picking you off from a distance, we'll have this next group of Coast Guard scooch up like that.
I like the pinch technique right there.
I just invented that. I didn't think that would work, but I'm proud of that. Thank you. So they're going to shoot at those archers right in front. See if we can cleanse them away. Will be different. 4s and a 3.
These Coast Guard sergeants aren't feeling it.
No, they really aren't. So that's just 3. No AP.
3 at no AP. It'd be defensive 5. A 9.
Okay,
So
well,
3 will go down.
I can handle that. And that is going to trigger a morale test. Because you are below half or below.
I'm going to take the musician out, leave the banner and the sergeant.
Because the banner gives you the +1?
Yeah, that way I'm on 4 instead of 5s. Still fail
no!
it. Still fail it. All right. Roll good.
They're both fine.
Do the 12-inch rush on these guys, and I'm going to pivot them 90 degrees at the same time.
Say, don't go too far past that wagon or you won't hold it.
Right. I need to stay basically within range of it so they can get up to the rock.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping to threaten you with my chariot, but that's not a problem now. All right, taking advantage. My other artillery. We're going to have an artillery duel, so he's going to shoot all the way down at the soul casket. And because Tom moved it, the soul casket no longer has the entrenched, which is -2 to hit, I think.
Yep, -2 to hit as long as you're over 9 inches away, and I have not moved since my last activation.
And then he said it's only defense 5 and 3 wounds, so there's a chance. Might be a bit of overkill, but there's a chance I could wipe it off the board right here. So, hitting it on 4s. Oh, exactly the number at AP1.
Yep, that's
Single
6s.
6.
1 6, I'm good, but I don't think I'll get it here. No, just under.
2 5s and a 4.
And that'll be a casket destroyed.
Which is too bad because it's such a pretty model.
It's cool.
See, now, how does it work if both of us, this is the first time either of us have put these models painted on the table. Like, new model syndrome applies to the entirety of both armies. Everything should be dying just immediately. All right, Tom is going to make use. Let me look up the official rule because I call it delaying action, but it is officially called combat hesitation. That's terrible. Combat hesitation sounds like you don't know what you're supposed to do, whereas delaying action
This
seems
is a
more
tactical
purposeful.
delay.
That's right. So in the kingdom, it's called a delaying action. Now, so what it means is Tom simply rolls a dice. On a 5+, it passes back over to me. On a 1, 2, 3, or 4, he must then activate.
All right, give me that 5.
He got it.
Yep, there's the 5.
He got it. So now passes back over to the elves. Strategy seems to be working thus far. We're going to have this last unit of archers here are going to fire because high elf bows have 30 inches. They're going to go all the way down the field there, and we're going to try and pepper that massive unit of spearmen right there. So 10 attacks. Hitting you on 4s. Here's the regular guys. Here is the sergeant.
Sergeant made
Wow, Sergeant got it, but so 5. I'm doing exactly what I should be.
5, any AP on this?
Yeah.
So 5 5-ups. I didn't get
Ooh. You got 1.
I got 1.
You got 1.
I got that one really good roll in the beginning. Yeah, it ain't gonna happen again.
You used up all your saves on turn 1. That's not good.
Yeah, you woke up the guys that just got shot. 12 inches. We're gonna just do a little pivot, and we're gonna head straight towards that objective there on a rush.
Okay.
I don't have 12-inch pinch fingers.
Well, I mean, few do. Folks see it. So he moved up. He's now got the cairn. Tom now has every single objective. I've killed a lot of his guys, but this is progressive scoring. He's going to get 5 points in turn 1, and I'm going to get nothing. So I need to get a move on.
So we're gonna have our skeleton leader do the stone shaper stuff. So on a 2-up, we get D3 wounds back to our bone dragon. I rolled a 2.
So how many wounds you get?
All 3.
All 3.
All right, big 6.
I always hate that when I see my hard work just
go away.
washed away.
That's how I feel about the regeneration, but
That's true. That's true.
And then the stone shaper is going to rush, but we're going to be going sideways. Or, I guess you can pivot.
You could do a free pivot at 90
pivot.
degrees.
Yeah. Just pivot and then have him come right behind the Sphinx.
It just bounces back and forth between your big guys, healing one and then the other.
Yep.
That's like a tennis match, and he's the ball. So unfortunately, my swordmasters here, there was like a half a centimeter of that rock preventing me from charging into the skeletons, and also preventing me from rushing and getting close enough to counter it. So instead, I just kind of moved up and prepped for next turn. Although I will have to move them before anything else, otherwise my bolt thrower can't do anything. Then back over here, we saw Tom heal one of his guys. And so the only thing I've really got left here, I've got a few units, so we're going to have the unit of spearmen get into the fight. They're going to charge in at those 2 horsemen.
Charge!
And then we close the door, and we're good there. So that's a whole lot of guys, 10 guys. And then Sergeant.
Ooh, that's a good roll.
It is.
This is where I'm going to roll a bunch of 6s, right?
Well, if you do, you deserve it. You absolutely deserve it. But there's 2, 4, 6, 7 saves on 2 guys.
AP 1? Or
AP nothing.
5 ups. No.
They're dead.
They're very dead. I saved 2. 3? I did save 3, but that's not enough. All right, 2 skeletons gone. And that will be this objective taken from me.
Yep. Boop. Hey, you have to stay behind, sir. And then consolidation.
3 inches,
Pivot.
right?
And we'll move 3 inches forward to there. Tom's trying another delaying action.
10, one more tactical delay.
5+.
No.
Not this time.
Since I can't delay, I've already decided the bone dragon here is going to charge right in.
Okay.
Now, full health.
At full health, I will get counterattack, but unfortunately only on 6s.
All right, so the 12 is going to be good.
Yeah, boy, I'm not in my tactical mind here. I should have killed that unit with my dragon hero and then just moved those guys up. And then you want to charge them? Go ahead. They're hitting on full. But
I'm going to stop there because his head's a little big.
Yeah, that's cool. So here we go. Hitting you on 6s. Let's see lots of them. 2. Just 2. No more than 2.
So on this one, we need defense 4. Nope.
Hey, I still got you.
All right.
But now, that's just going to hurt.
And he is quality 3. Yeah, venom excerpt, so everything has poison.
So I'm going to be saving on 5s and 6s and re-rolling the 6s.
Go work our way down. So we'll start with our great weapon. Attacks is 3. Hitting on 3s. Only 1.
Just 1.
AP 3.
6. Nope. So that's one guy.
Next we have a stomp, which will be 6 attacks. That'll be hitting on 3s. This is AP 2. So 3 of those.
Again, but that's not poison though. So this one, the 6 actually will, unless it says.
It's because of the Venom Expert upgrade. So this model and its unit gets poisoned.
Oh, okay. So I got to reroll that. Another 6? No, that's 3 more guys.
Heavy Claw, another 6 attacks. Hitting on 3s.
Ooh.
That was pretty rough, but only 2.
That was. But still, any AP?
AP 1.
Yeah, that's going to be enough. Okay, so that strips an entire rank. You got to the 2nd rank.
And then the last thing will be the Toxin Claw, which is innately poison. But 6 attacks on 3s. That is going to be just 3. AP is nothing on this one.
Okay, so I need 5s. So I got 1, but that's 2 more dead. Ouch.
And he has...
And I already attacked back. So you did...
Has Fear 3 as well.
8 wounds plus that makes it 11. Yeah. So I did 2 wounds to you, and then I have 2 full ranks. So yeah, you won by a huge margin. And I did not give them a banner, so on a 4+, or they're shaken. They're okay.
Nice.
They just got like rocked by a bone dragon, but they're like, yeah, we're fine. So we'll move him up to here. We'll have, the only thing I got within range is I can fire breath your dude. So on a 2+, you take 1 at AP 1.
Okay. So for 5 up on the defense.
It's normally blast, but
Do not. It's 1 damage.
ha-ha!
Back down to 19. How dare you return me? Back to the side because my Sphinx here is going to
Charge in. Oh, that's unfortunate.
close the door. 1 monster after another. These guys aren't getting a break.
No, and I think this time they're going to be wiped out. Now, I will still get my counter, but come on. Whole bunch. Once again, 2.
I just saw this. This is defense 2.
Oh! Yeah, that guy's kind of strong.
A bit, yeah. It's 440 on its own for points.
Oh, wow. Okay. So
Right.
I need to focus on him, is what you're saying.
He does have the regen as well. Start with our Decapitating Strike. 1 attack. This is deadly 6.
Yeah, it'll just kill 1 guy, though.
Okay.
Like, it'll turn him into a fine mist, but...
It's better for the characters to go after.
Yes.
All
I
right.
want to use that on my dragon.
Quality 3. It hits.
It is.
AP 2.
6. He's not poison, is he? That doesn't matter.
Yeah.
He still killed the guy.
And then great weapon will be 6 attacks, hitting on 3s, AP 2.
Is it a pretty weapon? It's a great weapon.
And they all hit. So 6 of them, AP 2.
6s. 2, 4, 5 gone. He did a total of 6 wounds plus fear 2, so he's at 8, 4 plus, or this unit's gone.
Ooh.
Oh,
Hey!
they're gonna stay. So
They
you
really
back up.
are. 2 monsters have come in, and they are just like, no.
Stories to tell their grandchildren.
Literally, that's fantastic.
But there's nobody left to tell.
Yeah.
They're all dead. At the end of turn 1, things got mixed up pretty quick. We have some units here that have taken a severe pounding, but Tom has control of 4 of the objectives. The center one is contested. So he has a commanding 4-point lead in turn 1. I have to throw him off those objectives and then try and hold him against his inevitable counterattack. And on top of that, he gets to go first in turn 2. So we'll see how things look after that. Tom's first activation, as he put it, how did you say you want to activate him because last round he was fun?
He had so much fun with him.
He had so much fun. Look at that. He's already skewered one guy with that massive blade of his. But they have spears. So I get to go first.
Yeah.
But we'll see how well they can do. They're just regular old elves, nothing special. I do have a sergeant, though. So they will be hitting you on 4s, except for the sergeant, who is on 3s.
Sergeant did it.
Sergeant finally did it. 5 of them. But
Defense 2.
defense 2.
And then regeneration. 2 ups. Pass them all.
Doesn't even need it.
All right, and then we're going to strike back.
Strike back. Strike hard. No mercy, sir.
Yep, that fails. And then we have 6 attacks on the great weapon on 3s. All but 1 at AP 2.
6s. That's 4. Not quite the whole front rank. You did 4 wounds plus fear 2.
Yep.
I did no wounds plus 1 rank. 4 plus to stay. Oh! So my elves, they're unintimidated by the undead.
But those horses over there.
Those horses, yeah, those aren't horses, those are lions. They freaking cower before them, but apparently, okay, I'm not sure how that works, but...
The lion is seeing its future and it's terrified. That's what it is.
Well, you know, since you did that, and...
Yes, send your character in.
Yeah...
You'll have the side attack,
I'll get the flank attack.
Yeah, flank, yeah.
Mine as well, so we will turn my 90 degrees, and I can't get any closer to you because of that giant dragon head in the way. I'm going to use the breath attack on... he has a 2+. So we'll use the breath attack on the on your bone dragon. So he takes 1 AP1.
I save it.
He saves it. Okay. So now let's see what a high elf high lord can do here. So 3 attacks with his heavy great weapon, hitting you on 2s because he has prowess. So that's 3 at AP3.
3 AP3, 5 ups. Save 1.
1.
And then I got regen rolls for 5 ups again. Save 1, so I take 1 there.
Okay, then all the other attacks, the stomp and the claws, are all AP1, so I'll just roll them together.
Sure.
10 attacks, hitting on 2s. You gotta fail a couple.
3. I mean, I should fail.
There we go.
And
4.
That one was really cocked, so I'll just roll it there. Okay,
You're good.
So we're good. All right, so 4. I'm gonna roll those again for 5 ups.
Oh,
I saved 2, so it takes 2 more. Total of 3 suffered.
that was a pretty good defense, I would say. because I just hit you with everything I have.
And that was melee, correct?
It is, and because it's a flank tank, you don't get to hit back, which means you fail the combat.
Yeah, because I took 3 and I only have fear 2.
And my guy has fear 2 as well. So roll a dice. He's good.
4 dice for the impact there.
So Tom has found an interesting, I wouldn't say loophole, but use of the rules is you can charge 90 degrees. You can have one 90-degree pivot when you charge. So he had the unit that was here charged up and then pivoted so it could hit me in the flank.
Not like I lose all momentum doing that or anything.
Yeah. So that's why I would recommend that in the rules that your charge, you have to do the pivot before, because when you're charging, you're going in a straight line. I'm trying to picture a massive unit charging and then halfway pivoting exactly 90 degrees.
All right, and because they have impact 1, so we're going to roll 4 dice, and on a 2-up, you take 1 hit. It's going to be 3 hits.
Okay, saving on a 3. They're good.
All right. Now these are lance. 3 attacks going to be hitting on 4s with 2 hits, and then I've got 1 on a 3. So it'll be 3 hits total at AP 1 because of lance.
So that's going to be on a 5. Save 1, but 2 go through, and no attack back. So I lose combat. 4+. He's gone.
Oh no.
He's only 6 wounds.
Oh.
And he failed in melee. He is gone.
And then they get to do their reposition, right?
They get to do a reposition.
So 90 inches, or yeah, 90.
Yep, 90 degrees.
Yep. Yeah, 90 inches.
90
on the other side of the table. So they're going to do that, and they're going to be guarding their 1 horseman that's on a...
Well, it makes sense, because they're also blocking me from getting to that objective. So, thanks, Tom, for the great idea. So I took my my unit of swordsmen, which were back here, and they charged forward, and then at the last minute they turned and slammed into the flank of those spearmen, which means the counter doesn't go off, because you don't get attacks back. So instead, I just get 10 attacks with really, really good melee guys. All right, Weapon Masters. They're 1 attack apiece, but they're AP 2.
Ooh.
So
no saves.
Here's the...
Oh, 6s.
You always get 6s. So hitting you on an equality 3, Sergeant on a 2. So
only 1 drop.
9 at AP 2.
So 9 6s.
You can do it. I believe in you.
If I do it again... I got 2.
2.
All right, so that's 2, 4, 6, 7 are gone. So that's going to be this back rank as well as the whole next one.
And now you get a morale test because you are... There was a hero in there too, right?
There is.
So you are definitely below half.
Yes. Not that I'm worried about morale tests.
Yeah. They're fine.
Yeah.
They're fine. So I will back up my 1 inch, but I feel a little better. I managed to get a good hit on you without suffering an attack back, although I was hoping to wipe you out to get the objective, but I don't get the objective. All right, my lions did so well recovering, and now they're getting charged again. So I've learned this time, just hit you back.
Yeah.
Two impact is not worth
Well, they
it.
only have 6, right?
Yeah, there's a chance you'll kill them.
So we'll leave them there for now, but we move them if we need to.
Yeah.
We'll get to that. So 6 attacks on the impact.
Yep.
So 2 ups, you take a hit, and that's going to be 5 hits.
Okay. Saving on a 3. Oh, 1 more goes through. They're at half.
All right.
If I pull another stunt like last time, I'll lose both my chariots in 1 round.
First set's going to be at 4s to hit with the spears on their lance. That's only going to be 2. The sergeant on a 3 will fail as well, so only 2.
Okay, on 3. Oh, gets another one.
Whittle you down.
So you've done 2 wounds to me. I've got to do at least 2 to you just to avoid the potential of breaking and fleeing. So Lion Chariot, the Axe Crew, has 4 attacks. AP nothing? Really? Those giant axes are AP nothing. Okay. Hitting you on 3s, though.
Axes should always have some AP.
Oh my. 2 at AP nothing.
5 ups for the undead. I failed both.
Okay, and so I've at least a push, and then 2 attacks from the lions. 2 at AP 1.
6s.
Go ahead and reroll that one. That one was...
Sylvans. All right, so total 4 are going to go.
So you got 2 left?
Yes, I'm going to leave my banner and my sergeant.
Let's see how that morale goes.
No.
No!
I rolled 2 dice.
Yeah, here's the chance.
1
One
lives,
stays.
so we'll leave the sergeant there.
Banner, after failing to rally the troops, he's like, all right, I'll just get out of here.
I'm going to take a nap, guys. Going back to it.
I'm out. Okay, that Sphinx is terrifying, and now that you've opened up my eyes to how you can flank charge so easily, we're going to have the Sword Masters that are right here, the Weapon Masters. They're definitely, and they're well within 12.
Oh, yeah.
So they're going to do their pivot, charge in, close the door. So once again, flank attack, but these guys are AP 2, so hopefully that'll help eat through that very, very tough defense that you have. So here's the regular guys on 3s, Sergeant on a 2.
8 at AP 2?
8 at AP 2.
4 ups.
Oh, wow, that's actually pretty darn good.
1, 2, 3 damage.
That's
Roll those again
it.
for 5 ups. I saved 1 more, so I only take 2.
Shoot.
Brings me down to 7. And I get no strike backs because
Nope.
of that, but I only took 2 and I have fear 2.
So it's a push.
Yeah.
All right, so we back up.
And charge through this little bit of bush.
Yeah, skeletons don't care about landscaping.
No. We prefer, as you can see, we prefer the sand.
That's why I don't like landscaping either. I miss the days when I lived in Arizona and everyone's front lawn was just rocks.
Yeah, yeah.
Never have to mow it. You do have to worry about scorpions and stuff, but you know,
That's fair trade.
it's a trade.
So that one there does have my Royal Champion, who's got the Ancient Wrath from their banner. So that unit is going to have Furious.
Okay, so I get my counter because they have spears,
Yep.
and then you get to kind of go crazy. So here's the regular guys on 4s. 3 for the Sergeant. No, it is not a good day for these guys. Only 3.
Only
Just
3.
3.
Any AP?
Oh, no, unfortunately.
So the regular skeletons have a defense at 5.
Oh, and you saved 2 of them.
It's only 1.
Insult to injury.
And then we got 1 sergeant, so 5's on that. Only 2 there. The sergeant roll is not going to make it. That's why I go to side. We'll go ahead and do those real quick.
No AP?
No AP.
Okay, I believe are they 4s or 5s? Coast Guard 5s. Save 1.
All right. Oh, 6s on the 2 that I had hit. They
yes.
explode, so it actually is 2 more hits.
2 more. No, that's another 2 dead.
All right.
Whoop.
And then my Royal Champion with the banner has dual heavy hand weapons.
Okay.
So 4 attacks, quality 3. So 4 attacks on 3s. 6s do an additional hit. So just 3 hits. And AP 1.
6s. Just 1, but that's enough to finish off that first rank.
So what was that, 1 to 4, 5?
Yeah, so I lose. Here we go. 4. Makes it. So you bounce back.
I kind of wanted that. I didn't want those great weapons behind.
So I'm going to take my artillery over here. Now, normally you can't see through units, but what we do here is large units can see over and be seen. So the artillery can actually see over this unit in order to shoot at the Bone Dragon.
It makes sense. He's so high up there.
I mean, he's huge.
Yeah.
And I don't think that unit of spearmen can take another round of him charging. So we're going to try and whittle down that Bone Dragon a bit. 6 attacks, AP 1. We could do something. Let's see what we can get here. Hitting you on 4s. Oh, I'll take that.
That's really good.
That's 5 at AP 1.
5 at AP 1. Defense will be a 5 now. I'll take that.
Any regen?
No regen on this guy. So
Okay.
I fail 3. It takes 3 more. Goes down to 16.
16, folks. You hear that? I've done all that damage, and he still has more wounds than my dragon does. Anyways, we are going to do the exact same thing we just did. We're going to have the other artillery go shusting over and see if we can take some more wounds off the Bone Giant here. Oh, I'm sorry, not the Bone Giant, the Bone Dragon. I would go into the Sphinx, but that defense 2 AP 1 just doesn't seem like it's a very good trade.
He's down to 7. You could get him.
Not bad, not bad. 4 at AP 1.
4 or 5 ups. I saved none.
Oh,
Takes
oh.
4 more, down to 12.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Okay, moved up some sneaky little horse archers, and you're going to shoot at my weapon masters.
Quality is going to be 5 attacks total. First 4 is quality 5. Just 1. And then 1 on quality 4.
Yes.
It'll be 2. 2 total, no AP.
Okay, 4s.
Got one.
Now, for my next trick, this is going to seem like a complete waste of resources, and to a degree it kind of is, but I don't have much choice. So these guys here are actually, they're within the arc. They're going to finish off that guy there.
That's the hope, right?
That's the hope. If I can't do that with 10, then I might just concede to you right here.
Don't do that.
Oops, I forgot to roll for the sergeant. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 saves. If you can make 6 sixes, I will bow to you as the king of rolling sixes.
They're AP 1?
AP nothing.
Oh, they're 5s, right?
Yeah. He's gone.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I got 2.
I know that was an awful lot of arrows, but there is method to my madness. Anyways, though,
Yeah,
it's back
now
over.
your chariot.
Because now the chariot is free to seize the objective, and I've got to get some points on the board. See, that's just trippy how that works, folks. Because
I need to do the caster before I do the thing.
Yeah, well, you haven't rolled any dice. You can still do it.
Yes.
But he was able to pivot 90 degrees and then charge. So we've got, and because your guys didn't get to attack when I flanked him, you're at your full quality. Whereas my poor dudes are not. Tom was thinking spells here, and he had one, and I'm like, okay, yeah, maybe. And then he told me the other one, I thought, yeah, do that one.
So we're gonna cast Vengeance. I spent 3 of my casting points to cast it. I'm spending 2 more to give me a +2 to roll. So it's gonna go off on a 2-up, which means I will roll the 1. So let's.
Oh, don't jinx yourself. No, it goes off, and it's blast 12. Now I only have 9 guys, but it's the thought that counts. 4s to save. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys die.
And then I have my charge.
Oh my goodness, that was brutal. I figured, okay, I can probably survive this, but not anymore.
We'll start with the High Priest. He can do his attacks because that was kind of cool. He should definitely follow up. So he's got a heavy spear. It'll be 3 attacks, hitting on 3s. They all hit.
AP?
AP 1.
All right, 5s. Not a 1.
The caster takes the whole squad out.
Just one swipe, and that's it.
Hey guys, watch this.
Tom only has a couple units left, one of which is his bone dragon. So I'm going to keep on with my ranged assault. Those archers, again, like the bolt thrower, are going to shoot down the field here. And now, has your defense dropped one?
Yeah.
Because of...
I've taken 9.
Okay. Hitting you on 4s. Oh, Sergeant will make it on a 3. Oh, that was terrible. 4.
They could drop my movement again.
I could, but I was hoping for a little
defense
more.
goes to a 5 now because it's not AP, right?
Yeah.
So just a 5 from the bracketing. I failed them all. Takes 4 more, brings it down to 8.
He's going to slam into those spearmen, but sadly they get to go too. All right, regular spears hitting on 4s. Sergeant hitting on 3. 5, no AP though.
5 5s. I fail them all. Takes down to 3.
Whoa.
Ooh, that's gonna really hurt there.
Yeah. So he's lost 6 stages. So your quality and your defense are both down by 2.
So hitting on 5s now.
So wow.
Yeah.
All right, because of the brutal damage, quality is 5. But you just have to cause 1 or 2 wounds, and your fear will take it from there.
This is true. Hopefully I can do it. Hopefully I can do it.
And he's poisoned, right?
Everything's poisoned, yeah.
So I'm rolling on 6s, re-rolling 6s.
All right, so start with the great weapon. 3 attacks on 5s.
That was a great weapon. I got 1.
Yeah, 1 at AP 3.
Fail. That's 1 dead.
Then we got 6 attacks on the stomps. That'll be 2. AP 2.
Nope.
Heavy claws, 6 more attacks on 5s. 2 more, AP 1.
Gotta re-roll that. No, 2 more. All I've got is the Lone Ranger.
And then the last is the Toxin Claw, 6 more attacks on 5s.
Oh no.
That was really good. That's 5 of them, surprisingly. 5 at AP nothing.
Yeah, he's dead. So you still managed to clear them out, even with this unit of archers here is going to try and see if they can finish off or at least force a morale test on your spearmen there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Regular guys. Sergeant, that was pretty awful. So 4 hits. That's pretty sad.
And no AP, correct?
No AP.
5 on quality. I saved 2.
Save 2.
So
Wow.
we'll go down. But that does have me under half.
It does, so you're going to have to take a test.
The caster in there. Am I using his quality?
You can.
So it'll be quality 3 on him.
Quality 3 plus a banner.
Plus the banner, so 2 ups.
There it is. No problems.
Go ahead and move him up to there.
Straight shot into the artillery.
Yeah, because I want to get rid of the artillery. I'm tired of taking shots.
Now, the artillery, he's still entrenched.
I would assume since they haven't moved.
Yeah, it can't. So, are you over 9 inches? Are you within 9? I lose it if you are within 9, so I lose that. So
just regular?
Yep.
I also have my cursed ammo, so I just...
Oh, you would ignore that anyways?
Yeah.
That's good.
I did it.
He
It's
got
a 5.
defensive artillery is a 5? Are you kidding me? It's 1 wound.
All I gotta do is hit the bowstring.
Nickel and dime me. We came up with something that's going to be awful fun if we can get it to work. So since we're using the rules for degrading, big monsters, they bracket. When they die, they also explode of sorts. And the bone dragon here, we figured it out. If he explodes, he will hit everything in the center here. We'll take an awful dangerous terrain test. And so we've got to see what that looks like. Unfortunately, I only have 1 unit of bowmen, 5 shots to try and strip off
3 wounds.
3 wounds.
But I'm only defense 6.
Yeah, well, I'm not worried about it. Can I hit you? 4s. Oh no, 4s with the regular. Oh, looking good so far. Oh
So just
no,
3.
the 3. If you make any of these,
I
plan.
just need a single 6.
You need a single 6.
I hope it, because I do want my stone shaper back in there. No.
No. Oh, folks. So we'll tell you what happens, and then we'll come back when the damage is done. So he explodes, and the dragon thrashes around in his death throes. Every model within half of his toughness, which is 11 inches, has to take a dangerous terrain test. So this unit of skeleton is going to be rolling 16 dice. These guys are going to be rolling 10. They're going to be rolling 5. My dragon in the middle here, 12. This guy, what does he have left?
7.
7. 10 here. I mean, it's going to be catastrophic, and it's hitting half his guys and half my guys. So we'll see. We'll come back, and you'll see where there's giant unit-shaped holes. But you'll notice there's now holes in units where previously there weren't. So two of the Phoenix Warriors, a couple of the Coast Guard. The Dragon suffered 2 wounds but regenerated 1. The Lion Warrior suffered 2. The other Coast Guard did okay, and the Weapon Masters here lost 1. You took
2 on this spear.
2 on the spear unit.
I took 2 on the Sphinx.
Yep.
And then 4 on this unit of spears here.
So, what we were joking, Tom mentioned, what happens if, like, from this one of our bigger units kills, it cascades, and we'll just wipe the entire board in 1 turn. But that was kind of crazy. Okay, so at the end of turn 2, the Elves have kind of done a little. The Lion Chariot ran up and stole that objective.
Maybe, actually.
But over here,
I do actually have
you do hold
the
it?
Sphinx, just barely.
So the stone pile there, the center objective, the Sphinx is just barely in range. Tom still holds the skeleton there, and he still holds that.
So just treasure chest is what I'm fighting over.
Yeah, and so he's got 4 more points. So you're at
Should we put at 8?
8, and I'm at 1.
Yeah.
So I think it's pretty much.
You still have 2 more rounds.
I
I have a lot
2
less
more
stuff.
rounds, but if you'll see, most of my army is basically still in their starting positions. So very, very aggressive. Those scouts were able to take the objectives and then just keep pushing and holding me back. And even if it takes me 2 more turns to get there, that'll be another turn of you getting 4 points. So Elves are on the back foot here. They might be winning the moral victory. I'm killing lots of stuff, but they're not taking territory. So we'll see what happens. Undead get to go first again in turn 3. Okay, so, whoops, I should mention this. At the start of turn 3, first, Tom brought in his reinforcements. His snake cavalry are going to challenge me for that wagon, although they can't this turn, but they certainly can kill the chariot that's holding it. But even with that, Tom's decided he wants Clash of the Titans to start off.
That's the best part.
It could be, because here's what happens. Like, you've only got, what, 6 wounds left?
5.
5. So you could do a ton of damage to me, then I could potentially kill you, then you explode like that last one and do more.
And I have suffered 5, 6, 7 total, so I haven't hit the 9, but I'm going to have a deep...
So your quality is down 1.
Yeah, so I'll be hitting on 4s.
Okay.
I thought about moving the Stone Shaper up to heal, but I'm like, I'm just going to get got if I do that.
Yeah, you do that. Definitely.
So we'll start with our Decapitating Strike. It's 1 attack, hitting on a 4, but it's ABP's 2, deadly 6. It does hit.
No.
It does hit.
And the AP was 2?
AP 2.
Okay. I got a defense of 3. Come on, save on a 5. That's not a 5. Regen on 6 dice. 1, 2, just 2. I take 4.
And then our great weapon is 6 attacks, hitting on 4s. Not that great. Only 3. Yeah, that's about average. So 3, AP 2.
Okay. 5s again. Fail them all. Regen. Oh, fail all those too. What's the point in paying for that if it's not, it's not going to do its job. That's it?
That's it.
Oh, let me see if I can hit you back here.
And you have 12 total?
Yeah.
Ooh.
There's a chance you could kill him. So here we go. His great weapon hitting you on a 2. So that's 3 at AP 3.
3 at AP 3. Defense hasn't been reduced yet, so 5 ups. Save 1.
Okay.
Regen roll. I take 2 more at 3.
All right, and then 10 attacks.
Woo!
At AP 1.
Alright, so I'm on 3s.
Hitting you on 2s though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
AP 1 has me saving on 3s. I take 3. Now I gotta get at least 1 5 up to survive.
And he gets it.
Survives on
You have
1.
1 wound left. So you did 7 wounds to me. Our fear cancels. And I only did 4 to you, so I actually lose combat. So quality 3. He's
Was
okay.
good.
All right, the best defense.
Do you have impact?
I do.
Nice.
Remember, this is how I screwed up with the Lions the first time. I didn't attack just to get 2 lousy impact hits. So here they are now. 2, AP nothing.
2 at AP nothing. They are a defense of 4. I save 1.
Okay. Then 4 attacks with the regular crew. Ooh, 2 AP nothing.
2 at AP nothing. That'll be 4s again. Save both.
And then 2 attacks from the Lions. 1 at AP 1. Or 2 at AP 1. They're quality 3.
Okay. 2 at AP 1. So save 1. Brings us down to 1.
Didn't even kill a guy.
Cutbacks.
That's sad.
Skeleton spears. Be 1 attack a pop for 3 attacks at a quality of 4. Be 1, no AP.
3. No!
And then our snake fangs. 3 attacks, 4s. 2 AP nothing. These are poison.
Oh my gosh, you just killed it.
You charged in, I took you out. The snakes.
Protected and 3 defense, and they fail against 0 AP weapons.
And do I get to move at 3, correct?
Yes. I basically just gave you the free, although because you came in you can't, but it's a moral victory.
I'm taking it.
The fact that
I'm gonna take it with those bows that are right there.
I attacked you and died.
So we're gonna pivot, go up to here. We're within 2, and we're going to attempt to heal the Sphinx on a 2 up. I get D3 back. I get 2 back. I'm back to 3.
So these guys are going to charge you in the rear.
No.
Because if they can kill him, they can turn around before your spearmen can get him. Hitting you on, they're 3s. And the sergeant's on a 2. 7 at AP 2.
So with 3, so 5
3,
ups.
yeah, 5 ups. You're kidding. I don't get you.
I'll have a regen roll because I have 3.
Oh, I thought you had more than 3. Like,
I just
even
have 3 left. But 1 5 up.
And
He lives on 1. He's back to 1.
He's back to 1, and I've just used up. So I've done 2, but you cause fear, so I don't even get you to cause a test. Like that failed in every way imaginable. So far, my elite Phoenix Warriors have just gotten beat up all game. So we'll see if that continues.
So 4 impact rolls.
Uh-huh.
It'll be 4 impacts.
Defense of 4. Fail 1. They have regen. That is good.
Nice. There's the regen paying off.
There it is. Finally.
All right. 3 and then the sergeant. So because of Lance, these will be hitting on 4s at AP 1.
Ouch.
Those will hit. And then the sergeant's on a 3. So
Ouch.
4 AP 1.
So 5s to save. That's not good. And then 5s to regen. That's even worse. Okay, so I've got to cause some damage to you, otherwise that unit might melt without ever doing anything. So 1 attack apiece, so there's only 4 of them, but the sergeant is in there. So hitting you on 3s for the regular.
2 on the sergeant.
Sergeant. So 3, and these, unfortunately, no rending because not on 6s. So it's AP 1.
6s. None. Take 3.
Take 3. But do you cause fear?
I do not. So I only win by 1.
And you win by 1. Crazy. All right, but 2+ because I have a banner.
Nice. You gotta be careful when you say 2+. The die wants to roll a 1.
I've got so much I want to do, but not enough units. We're going to have these archers, see if they can whittle them down so they're not nearly as dangerous when they go crashing into my weapon masters. Oop, forgot the sergeant. Oh well, that's fine. I'll take that roll as it is. So 2, 4, 6, 8. No AP though.
All right, 5s. I'm gonna do, because I've got,
Yeah, start rolling for the guys and then the hero.
so here's the 5 for the regular guys. I saved 2 of those.
Okay.
So 3 are dead so far. 2 more for the guys remaining. They're dead, and then the hero is defense, I think 4 on him. Let me double check. Defense 4. He'll take it. So we're gonna wipe out all these, and the hero takes 1 of his 3.
And then, hopefully,
What we'll do is
with morale, we'll finish him up. But he's a quality 3, isn't he?
he is.
Yeah, so you're probably pretty good, but I can hope. Oh, no!
Okay,
You have 2 wounds or 1?
2 remaining.
So you drew dice.
That's right, because I reduced the wounds for toughness stuff. He lives.
He
with
lives. One wound left. Okay, I mean, if you crash into the back of me, that'll still suck, but not nearly as bad as that whole unit.
Well, he needs to activate because he's very close to dying, and you can just ballista chunk him. So we'll go ahead and activate him.
Crashing into the Swordmasters?
First, we're going to cast a
you're
spell.
going to cast a spell.
And I'm going to spend 3 for the same blast 12, and then another 1 to make it go off on a 3 up. And because they shot me, I'm going to go for the archers.
Forget the Swordmasters. We're going to obliterate the archers.
So on a 3 up.
No! They saw it coming. They saw you doing your hand waving. They're like, take cover!
Right.
But
He's
now,
just so stunned after all that damage.
now he can still charge some.
Yeah, he can.
Charge them? Just really grudge match?
You know what? Yeah, that's actually fun. We're going to do that. I believe we're within 12. Let's double check.
Oh, yeah.
So he'll do a pivot, say, I'm not going for you guys with swords. I'm going for you all with bows. Heavy spear, 3 attacks. Hitting on 3s for quality 3. 2. AP 1.
I don't think my archer. Yeah, they're 5, so 6 is. Save 1.
Nice.
How is it that archers with no armor have almost the same save as like my Phoenix warriors? I don't quite get that. So 4s.
Woo!
That's a lot. That's a lot too. 4, 6. No AP.
4s. Nope, he's gone.
He's gone.
He failed by 2.
Okay, so I can either free rotate or move. Neither one really does a whole lot. So I guess I'll move just to move it, but not get in the way of my ballista there. All right, it's going to hurt me probably more than Tom, but we're going to have the ballista strip off that last wound on him so that your other hero there is exposed, and I can hopefully take the center objective. So here we go, hitting you on 4s, 6 shots. 4 at AP 1.
Okay. Nope. He takes the 1.
But you got regen on 2.
Yes, you're right. Nope.
He's gone.
All right.
All right, once again, folks,
6 inches.
we'll come back with the casualties. And now, as you can see, the archer unit just took a beating. They lost over half their number. Everybody else lost sizable chunks. The only one who didn't was the dragon, who managed to regen the one that
The
he
guys in the
took.
back pass, too.
Oh, did they pass?
Yeah.
Yay! But wow, a high cost to get rid of that model. All right, so Tom did some clever horse cavalry maneuvering to re-seize that objective there. And then there's a unit of Coast Guard just under here. The camera can't go down any further. Are going to try and shoot and clear off that Stone Shaper to clear the way for the objective. But he's untouched, isn't he? So 3 wounds. Regular guys? Oh, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. 1 hit from the sergeant.
Defensive 5.
And he saves it anyways. We're kind of on cleanup duty here, but the Lone Ranger here is going to take a cheap shot.
On a 4 because he's the sergeant. No.
Nothing. Right. Well, then I can't do much else with my ballista because I can't see through there. So I'm going to waste all this shooting to kill 1 guy.
Don't do that.
Well, I'm immobile. I can't do a whole lot else. 1, 2, 3 at AP 1.
3 at AP 1. I saved 1.
I was going to say, almost saved him. Got him. Okay, spear action. Some spear action here. Charging in there. Okay, my 2 regulars. Wow. Sergeant.
Nope. 1 will die. Take the guy with the
That's a moral victory, I think.
They charge, so they're going to have the Furious. Harold here has his dual heavy hand weapon, so that's 4 attacks, hitting on 3s. 6s explode. Got 1 6, so total 3 hits.
AP?
1.
There's 2 gone. Just the lone sergeant.
8 with 1 being a sergeant. So we'll do the 7 that isn't a sergeant. They're going to be on 5s. That's
wow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7.
Here's 4. He's dead. No need rolling all that. Let's be efficient here. So I had my wardens, or not my wardens, my Phoenix Warriors charge in. They advanced after clearing out the cavalry, but they are 1 inch short of capturing that treasure chest. Then over here, we forgot that Tom had the snakes because we're like, yeah, they killed that unit. Oh, that was when I charged. So they get to go, looks like a repositioning.
We're just going to rush them and then just slide them 60 here.
Got it. So at the end of turn 3, was this only turn 3?
This is turn 3.
Tom seizes control of that objective. He maintains control of that objective. The elves have taken the one in the middle at a high cost. So we'll run you through here. The dragon cleared out the shaper there. The white lions, or not the white lions, the lion warriors charged in, almost killed that unit, but not quite. And there was some other shooting and stuff going on. But by the end of this round, Tom still scores another 1, 2, 3, 4 points to my 1. So you're at 12 now?
Yeah.
And I'm at 2. So it is quite clearly a skeletal victory, but we still have 1 more round to see what can happen.
We might have more than that because you have the prolonged battle.
We might. Well, we have prolonged battle. All right, start of turn 4, going out in a blaze of glory.
Royal Herald charges in. 4 attacks. He does have his Furious now.
Oh.
Hitting on 3s.
3.
Oh, just 3 hits. No explosions.
AP?
AP 1.
Negated by my lion cloaks. Save 2. 1 dies. Hitting you back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, they have 2 attacks apiece.
Yeah.
And then 2 of those are the sergeant. So here are the regulars hitting on, I think it's 3s. Sergeant on 2s. 10, 11. But no AP.
Shoot. Save 1. Oh, come on. I'm trying to roll this one. Okay, he's dead. Took 4 out of
Trying to be
11.
efficient, and in doing so, it was less efficient.
Right? I'd pivot them. Because then you can rush them to go here and there.
I can pivot. We can try. So this entire side of the board now is elf controlled. It has a little bit of elf control. But what I'm more worried about is over here. So these guys will move. We're going to try something stupid. We're going to move these guys and then pivot and then move them again. We are going to forego shooting.
Just get in my face?
Because if I shoot, at best I could kill 1 unit and the other one's still holding the objective. Now you have to use both of those to go after my archers, or I seize the objective. So there that is. Okay, here we go. Can a unit of elven archers hold up?
I mean, Snake Riders are coming in hard.
Snake Riders. Yeah, it's unlikely. But like I said, the alternative was a guaranteed not getting it versus now there's a tiny chance.
Impact 2. So 4 dice, 2 ups. I have 3 impacts.
Alrighty, saving on archers, saving on a 5. Save 1.
All right, next we have our spear riders. So they're going to be 1 attack a pop. There's only 2, but they are lance. So we're going to be hitting on 3s at AP 1.
Okay.
1, AP 1.
6. Oh! Makes it.
Nice, there. They're definitely good there. Snake fangs. 2. Hitting on 4s. Only 1. No AP. It's poison.
5. No, that fails as well. Okay, so 3 dead. Now, here are the regulars. And then the officer on a 3. So 3 total. No AP.
3 at no AP. Defensive 4. Save 2. 1 takes 1. It takes.
Okay,
2.
I lose combat. Here's the tricky part.
That's
Nope,
a 1.
you got it. Because they're shaken, they can't hold the objective.
Neat.
That has negated that plan. All right, we're both kind of doing like desperate last-ditch things. So the Phoenix Warriors have moved forward and finally seized the treasure chest. Over here, Tom moved his cavalry up to kind of screen that objective, and unfortunately that put him in range of this ballista. So we'll see if we can whittle them down and maybe take it back.
I'm just upset you took the treasure chest. That's what I wanted all game.
I know, and not take it back. I haven't had it yet. Well, you know, things happen. So here we go. Not like that. 1 at AP 1.
And cover, correct?
Had a chance to clear you off it.
Just pass it.
Was it at AP 1?
It is cover, does it not?
Oh, yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah.
Wow, my artillery finally failed me.
Clinked off the rock.
But that's it for you, huh?
Oh, yeah,
you
I'm
only
done.
have 2 units?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, let me see what we're doing here and come back. Oh, well, I know what I can do here. So, the dragon, I don't know if he can actually reach you. No, he can't. But I can move in close enough to at least get breath attack on a 2+. There it is. So, blast 3, AP 1.
Save 1, 2 die.
Still not enough to trigger. Okay, folks, so here, I mean, this is the decision that will mostly decide the game. Not quite, but close. Actually, wait, we'll turn these guys like that. They'll shoot. And that is 4. AP nothing.
So that's them.
That's it. So then these guys will pivot.
Just run 12 up, take it.
And they'll run 12 and snag it. So the archers moved up and seized control of the rock formation. The swordmasters turned around to prepare to move out that way. The archers have run up from below the pond there. The lion warriors tried to rush and seize that objective, but it was just a bridge too far. So at the end of it, the elves have taken back control of the board, but they are at such a huge deficit. So at the end of turn 4, Tom, you are at 13.
Yep.
And I am at 4, 5, 6. So, it comes down to a dice roll. Would you want to do the honors? On a 4+, we go on.
We do.
We go on. All right, Tom's using his tackle. We're on turn 5?
Yeah.
I believe it automatically goes off. Yep. If the game lasts longer than 4 rounds, the player may pass their turn without rolling for it.
Okay, so I'm going to do a tactical delay.
It goes to me.
Truthfully, I'm just hoping to get your dragon within range so I can pivot them, charge in, and
Yeah.
see if I take the dragon out in the end.
So you're just going to keep
going until that dragon moves up. Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, well.
With that knowledge, you could try to just plink them out.
Yeah, that's what we're going to try, because I don't think the dragon could survive that.
I mean, the last time you charged them, they won, so.
That's true. So we're going to shoot archers over there. First try and we'll soften you up a little bit. So regular guys, 1 hit. Sergeant, 1 hit. 2, no AP. And he saves them both. Oh, we're going to do that, are we?
Just send the dragon in.
Actually, what I will do, recover those guys. So now, you just want the dragon. Like, this is a moral victory.
Yeah, I just want to take take out your big model.
That's fine. That's fair. So then, the most I can move is 2. I won't even be within range of the breath attack, but we'll let you end on a high note here. So basically, I'm at the end of the turn here. I'm going to hold all the objectives, but it doesn't matter.
I just want to pop the dragon.
He wants to kill the dragon, so let's kill the dragon.
All right. So 2 attacks from the spear. Oh, impact charges first. So 4 dice go off on 2s. That's going to be 4.
Okay. Saving on a 3. And regen. 1, so he's down to 3 wounds left.
All right. Spears. On 3s, because I charged. Both go off, and it's AP 1.
You furious?
I do not on them.
Okay. 4s. And regen. Makes it.
I don't think I'll get it. Snake Fangs. Only 1.
Saves, unless it has a crazy AP.
Nope, just poison.
Okay, now my... Oh, wow, hitting on a 2, but I failed club, so you got 1 at AP 2 or 3.
Fail it.
Okay. Then claws and stomping. 9 at AP 1.
5 ups. Oh. I fail 4 out of the 9. So that does do exactly enough to kill them, though. I have 4 left.
But the crazy thing is, even with that, I mean, all of your models have been removed from the table, but at the end of this round, I've got all the objectives, so I go from I'm at an 11, you're at a 13.
It comes down
to a dice roll. If
you roll this one.
I roll this one. If
I
it's
roll
a
last one.
5 or a 6, I win. Anything else, Tom wins. And, folks, the elves tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it didn't really matter. This is Tom's first time playing Regiments. You played any other rank and flank other than Old World?
Just Old World.
Just Old World. So what did you think? Be honest, I'm not sponsored.
I mean, I like this more than Old World. Old World, I like crunchy rule games, so Old World has that, but there are some rules of Old World that I just not fond of. Like I said earlier, the having to step up after your dudes get slain, especially when playing Tomb Kings, it's like, cool, I'm going to lose my front rank and I'm not going to be able to fight back constantly. Yeah. Where in this situation here, like, I do get to still play the game.
Right, because it seems the step up rule would make you kill the guys, so the next row steps up and you still have a full rank. I've never understood why we kill guys in Old World and then they don't get to fight.
Yeah, having to just take a step forward makes it so I can't swing a sword now.
Right. Apparently they can't walk and chew gum. So super close though.
Absolute blast of a game. I definitely want to play this again.
And that was 3,000 points. It took us, now we're filming, it took us about 3 hours, maybe 2.5. So you could play, folks, a 3,000 point game of Regiments in 2 hours, no problem. But hope you guys thought that was good. Any comments or anything we missed, please let me know down in the comments below. But until next time, keep your dice on the table. We'll see you on the next one.